The Caribbean, islands of paradise, lush green forests, sparkling blue waters, warm breezes. These islands are a dream destination for many, offering a serene escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. The natural beauty here is unparalleled, with vibrant flora and fauna that captivate the senses. The Caribbean Sea itself is a marvel, teeming with marine life and offering endless opportunities for exploration and adventure. This was the home of the Taino people. They were the original inhabitants of these islands, living in harmony with nature. Their culture and traditions were deeply rooted in the land and sea, and they had a profound understanding of their environment. For centuries, they lived on these islands. They were skilled navigators, using the stars and ocean currents to guide their journeys. Their knowledge of the sea was vast, and they could travel great distances with remarkable precision. The Taino traveled in canoes. These canoes were expertly crafted from the trunks of large trees, and they were capable of carrying many people and goods. The Taino used them for fishing, trading, and exploring new lands. They journeyed from South America. Their voyages were long and arduous, but they were driven by a spirit of adventure and discovery. The Taino were among the first to explore and settle the Caribbean islands. Their voyages took them across the Caribbean Sea. They braved the open ocean, navigating through storms and rough waters. Their resilience and determination were key to their success in colonizing the islands. They settled on many islands. Each island became a new home where they built communities and thrived. The Taino established villages that were well-organized and self-sufficient. The Taino were farmers and fishers. They cultivated crops such as cassava, maize, and sweet potatoes. They also fished the abundant waters of the Caribbean, providing a steady food supply for their communities. They lived in villages where they built large houses called bohíos. These structures were made from wood and thatch, and they could accommodate multiple families, fostering a strong sense of community and cooperation. They were a peaceful people. The Taino valued harmony and cooperation, both within their communities and with neighboring tribes. They had a rich cultural heritage, with music, dance, and storytelling playing important roles in their society. They welcomed others to their shores. The Taino were known for their hospitality and generosity. They greeted newcomers with open arms, sharing their knowledge and resources. This openness helped them establish trade networks and alliances with other cultures. We know about the Taino today from archaeology. Through careful excavation and study, archaeologists have uncovered many aspects of Taino life. These discoveries provide valuable insights into their daily activities, social structures, and spiritual beliefs. We study their tools and pottery. These artifacts reveal the Taino's craftsmanship and ingenuity. Their tools were made from stone, bone, and shell, and they were used for a variety of purposes, from farming to hunting. Their pottery, often decorated with intricate designs, reflects their artistic talents and cultural expressions. We learn from their descendants. The legacy of the Taino lives on through their descendants, who continue to preserve and celebrate their heritage. They keep the traditions and stories of their ancestors alive, ensuring that the Taino culture remains a vital part of the Caribbean's history. The Taino left their mark on the Caribbean. Their influence can be seen in the region's language, cuisine, and customs. Many place names in the Caribbean are derived from Taino words, and their agricultural practices have shaped the landscape. Their story is one of survival and adaptation. Despite the challenges they faced, the Taino demonstrated remarkable resilience. Their ability to adapt to new environments and circumstances ensured their survival for centuries. Today, their story serves as a testament to the enduring spirit of the Caribbean's indigenous people. The Taino people lived in villages called ucayekes. These villages were led by chiefs, or caciques. Caciques held great authority. They made decisions for the community. They resolved disputes. They led religious ceremonies. Social status was important in Taino society. Nobles held positions of power. They assisted the caciques. Commoners made up the majority of the population. They farmed the land. They fished the seas. They paid tribute to the nobles and caciques. Despite this hierarchy, Taino society emphasized cooperation. They valued community. They believed in sharing resources. This ensured the well-being of all members. The Taino were closely connected to their environment. They were skilled agriculturalists. They cultivated crops like cassava, maize, and sweet potatoes. Cassava, also known as yuca, was a staple food. They transformed it into cassave bread. This bread was a primary source of nourishment. The Caribbean Sea provided sustenance too. The Taino were adept fishers. They used nets, hooks, and spears. They caught a variety of fish and shellfish. These provided essential protein for their diet. The Taino were also skilled craftspeople. They created pottery for cooking and storage. They wove cotton into hammocks and clothing. They crafted tools and weapons from wood and stone. These skills were essential for their survival. Religion was deeply intertwined with Taino life. They were polytheistic. They believed in many gods, or zemis. These zemis controlled various aspects of nature. They influenced the weather, crops, and health. The most important zemi was Yukahu Maurakoti. He was the god of cassava. Cassava was their staple food. This made Yukahu central to their survival. Shamans, known as Bahiks, played a vital role in Taino religion. They communicated with the zemis. They performed healing rituals. They interpreted dreams. The Taino believed in the interconnectedness of all things. They honored the spirits of nature. They performed ceremonies to give thanks. They sought harmony with the world around them. Section 5. A New World and the End of One. In 1492, Christopher Columbus arrived in the Caribbean. His journey, sponsored by the Spanish crown, was aimed at finding a new route to Asia. Instead, he stumbled upon a land that was unknown to Europeans at the time. His arrival marked a turning point in history. The Caribbean islands, home to the Taino people, were about to undergo a transformation that would change their world forever. It initiated contact between Europe and the Americas, setting the stage for centuries of exploration, colonization, and cultural exchange. This encounter was the beginning of a new era. For the Taino, this encounter would prove catastrophic. Their way of life, which had remained relatively unchanged for centuries, was about to be disrupted in unimaginable ways. Columbus and his men were greeted with kindness by the Taino. The indigenous people offered them gifts and hospitality, unaware of the consequences that would follow. However, this peaceful reception was short-lived. The initial curiosity and goodwill of the Taino soon turned to fear and suspicion as the true intentions of the Spanish became clear. The Spanish, driven by greed and the desire for wealth, began to exploit the Taino. They enslaved them, forcing them into labor under brutal conditions. They forced them to work in mines and on plantations, extracting gold and other resources to send back to Spain. The Taino were subjected to grueling work, with little regard for their well-being. The Taino resisted this oppression. They organized and fought back, determined to protect their land and their people from the invaders. However, they were ill-equipped to fight against European weapons and diseases. The Spanish had guns and armor, while the Taino had only their traditional weapons. Smallpox, measles, and influenza, brought by the Spanish, decimated the Taino population. These diseases, to which the Taino had no immunity, spread rapidly and with devastating effect. Within a few decades of Columbus's arrival, the Taino population had been devastated. Entire villages were wiped out, and the survivors were left to face a world that had been irrevocably changed. The arrival of Columbus marked the end of one world and the beginning of another, forever altering the course of history. For centuries, a misconception persisted. Many believed the Taino people had vanished entirely. They thought the Taino had gone extinct. This, however, is not true. The Taino spirit endured. Though greatly reduced in number, Taino descendants survived. They intermarried with other groups, their bloodlines continued. Today, their descendants strive to reclaim their heritage. Research sheds light on their past. Archaeological digs unearth their artifacts. Language studies revive their words. The Taino story is one of resilience in the face of tragedy. It is a reminder of the importance of cultural preservation. It is a testament to the enduring spirit of a people. The Taino legacy extends beyond their descendants. Their spirit and culture are deeply embedded in the Caribbean's essence. Their influence is woven into the fabric of Caribbean culture, seen in the vibrant festivals and community gatherings that bring people together. Their presence can be seen in the foods we eat, from the bustling markets filled with fresh produce to the traditional dishes that grace our tables. Cassava bread, a Taino staple, is still enjoyed today. This simple yet nutritious food has been passed down through generations, a testament to the enduring legacy of the Taino. Many Caribbean dishes use ingredients first cultivated by the Taino, such as sweet potatoes, corn, and beans. These ingredients form the backbone of our culinary traditions. The Taino language continues to resonate in the Caribbean. Though the language itself is not widely spoken, its influence is undeniable. Words like hurricane, barbecue, and hammock all come from the Taino language. These words have been integrated into our everyday vocabulary, a reminder of the Taino's impact. These words are a testament to their lasting impact on the region. The Taino's contributions to language, culture, and daily life are still felt today. The Taino's love for music and dance is evident in Caribbean traditions. Their rhythmic patterns and melodies have influenced the music we enjoy today. Their rhythmic patterns influence musical styles like salsa and merengue. These lively and energetic dances are a celebration of life and culture. Their artistic sensibilities can be seen in the vibrant colors and patterns found throughout the islands. From pottery to textiles, the Taino's artistic legacy lives on. The Taino's artistic expressions, such as petroglyphs, continue to inspire modern Caribbean artists. Their creativity and vision are a source of pride and inspiration. Today, efforts are being made to educate the younger generations about the Taino heritage. Museums and cultural exhibits play a crucial role in preserving and sharing this rich history. The echoes of the Taino can be heard in the wind, seen in the landscapes, and felt in the hearts of the Caribbean people. Their legacy is a living, breathing part of our world. The Taino story is a stark reminder of the devastating impact of colonialism. It highlights the importance of understanding history's complexities. It compels us to acknowledge the suffering inflicted upon indigenous peoples, yet, it is also a story of survival. The Taino spirit lives on. Their descendants keep their memory alive. Their influence is woven into the fabric of Caribbean society. By learning about the Taino, we gain a deeper appreciation for Caribbean history. We recognize the strength and resilience of a people who faced unimaginable adversity. We honor their legacy by remembering their story and celebrating their enduring contributions to the world. The Caribbean islands hold a rich and complex history. The Taino people, the original inhabitants of these islands, left an indelible mark on the region. Their legacy endures. It can be seen in the culture, language, and traditions of the Caribbean. Their story is a testament to the human spirit's ability to adapt, survive, and leave a lasting impact on the world. As we enjoy the beauty of the Caribbean, let us remember the Taino people. Let us honor their memory by learning their story, appreciating their culture, and recognizing their enduring legacy.